What is up, guys? Welcome to episode 3 of the Stanley Parable. Finally, I know it's been like 2 weeks since I've recorded. I've been just posting shorts. I don't know if you guys seen them, but I've been just posting shorts mostly. But I plan on recording this, and I plan on recording a Minecraft. What's up? A Minecraft video. Not tonight, but tomorrow night, probably. So let's just get started. And the first episode is actually, the second one's actually doing very well.
Of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for...
We don't need to watch all that again. We did that twice already. Thought I could click this. Alright. Now we gotta see what's new.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
That lighting is so bad behind me.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Come on. There's got to be something with turning all those computers off. Did I miss any? Yeah, it has been a while. Make sure you guys just don't put what you know. If you know what's happening next, just don't put anything in the chat. That's all I ask, so I don't get spoiled.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
It's a new voice line. I've been alright. What about you? Just been busy.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
What the heck? Sorry, I couldn't read that one. It's like cut off. Can I go this way? Okay. We got new content, guys. What's this stuff say? What's new content?
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
The heck?
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
I thought you were against new content. You hated me for trying to switch things up. Let's see.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Are we gonna move?
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere? Or, oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long
I thought we weren't gonna go either.
On to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it. I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious.
I agree, narrator.
Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Content. We need the content. Oh no, not the jump circle.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
I'm gonna use up all these jumps. Wait a second. I have an idea.
Is that it?
Oh, I thought if I
Surely
could
that's not
unplug it.
all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
We're getting all these jumps in. Let's go. 20. 15. I want to use them all. Oh, I thought the narrator would say something. Oh, you're right. I should have used it to jump over the boxes back there. Well, so much for the new content. Alright, let's go back down to old content, guys. Sorry.
Goodness. Another elevator.
Oh, we're going up.
Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
I agree,
it's just
narrator.
elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And if... Oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else.
Ooh.
Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
The narrator low-key be right, though. Like, he could have just done that. Oh, I can't jump now. No, I probably could have jumped there. Thank you for enjoying the new content.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
It's actually X now.
It's my fault,
It's X
Stanley.
now.
I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about.
No.
No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Oh, he automatically resetted me. Fair enough. Wait, what the heck? This is new content. This is new. What the fuck? Oh, sorry, pardon my language, but this is new. I hate Mondays. See, this is what it looked like, guys. I'm telling you.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
You know what? I'll listen to the narrator. I won't be difficult for once. We're gonna see what he's got in the vent. What you got in the vent, narrator? What the heck? Coffee nut. What's in here, narrator? I'm sure. We need to go in the vent, guys.
Okay,
Woo!
you remember how cheap and unsatisfying
Yes.
the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret.
No way.
Take a look.
It's the old Stanley Parable. Woohoo. What the? Wasn't this the room from the museum? Oh, wow.
I call it the Memory Zone.
Wow.
It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
This is very pretty, actually. Good job, narrator. This is sick. I mean, yeah, he still doesn't let it be open world, you know? He hates that. The Memory Zone. What's that?
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation port? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
You're right, narrator. Games these days just don't hit the same. I mean, this game's pretty good, though. Stanley That's pretty good. I just taped it over. That one's an actual award. Good times. Be my Valentine. Ooh. I know, he is so mad. Smile because it happened. This is cool. It's impossible to get this achievement. Don't play for 5 years. I think that's still an achievement. Nominee. Is there more Memory Zone narrator? What's over here? Still can't make it open world, huh? What the heck?
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
The elevator content wasn't that bad. Come on now. Okay, let's look in here real quick. Well, I don't want this door to close behind me, though. Don't close. Okay. Does it close? No! No! I wanted to go downstairs. Darn it. Yeah, I wanted to, but I wanted to look what was in here first. Okay.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition along to the PlayStation. Boom, done. And they couldn't even do that. Couldn't resist the urge to go meddling with a beloved French.
Ooh, we going downstairs.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no, oh God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Nope, I bet these are bad reviews. Uh-oh, not recommended.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine.
I don't know. I think he's pretty funny, honestly. I think he's pretty funny. I don't know what they're saying unfunny for. I already know what's gonna... This narrator is definitely gonna lose it when we find more. Sorry, narrator. It's just... Oh no. Not recommended. Not recommended. Recommended. Uh-oh, here's the other one.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I?
No, you're not preachy.
You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can.
Nah.
Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record.
Nah, you're a good narrator.
Like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
I mean, yeah, nostalgic bias is a thing, but you're still... I don't know what they're talking about, non-funny. Oh no, there's got to be another bad review down here I gotta find, huh? Oh, here it is, the worst one.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
That's messed up.
A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, sure.
I don't want to skip ahead.
Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto.
What the heck?
I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Alright, well.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have
I don't want to press it.
No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. So on and so forth.
Okay, now I gotta skip. Alright.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was
come on,
perhaps
man.
less of... Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you?
You were
But
rambling a
that's
little
the
bit too
power
much.
of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their pressurized gas review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change. Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30,
Well, stop
45
yapping
minutes.
then.
It's
Come
not
on, bro.
unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so
Hey, why
much
is the
I can
door
ramble
gone?
on to myself about.
What the hell?
I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do
Yo, the
suggest
door
we
is
not
gone.
press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here? Where did the door go? Wasn't there a door that led
Yes,
into this
that's what I was
room?
just saying. Where is the door?
I feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without
now
a
it's too
door of
much
some
about the
sort
door.
or a window. Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone.
Alright, we're gonna have to skip again. I'm gonna keep checking, see if there's a way out, but...
1,000 times, and there's no
Sorry, narrator.
door, Stanley. Oh, Stanley, you're back.
Holy...
You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks.
I
I've
heard
been
something.
sitting here all that time, just sitting here, not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's
I
always
can't
been,
see
right?
anything.
Me talking and you saying nothing.
There-
Would you think that it's
God,
exactly
the plant
the same
died.
as always? Doesn't
I'm
that
sorry,
feel
narrator.
like what we've already
sorry.
been doing? Me Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything
There's
we've
gotta be a
been
way out
through.
here.
I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year. Have
A
you ever sat
year?
down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It was an impossibly rich wellspring of both delight and disgust simultaneously. I was consumed by it. I could do nothing but wallow in it for what felt like an eternity, for what I now know was far less.
Bro,
You
does
see,
he just
it
keep
was a
going?
revelation
Okay, revelation.
for me.
Here's a
It was
revelation, buddy. Oh, he's gone. Ugh, the noises scare me. Where? I swear I'd be hearing something when I'm walking back here. Am I kicking something? No, maybe I'm just tripping. Alright, well the narrator, I seem to have killed him. But I'm going to have to press the button again, there's nothing else to do. Ugh. Incessant beeping. I'm just gonna go walk around and check for anything again. I swear I keep hearing my foot press something. Oh god, I don't want to listen to that anymore. Oh, the clock!
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands.
Why are you back?
But then, he's talking too much, they said.
Oh,
First,
he's lost
he didn't
it. He's
entertain
lost
us,
it.
now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency. It's the lack of
Bye, narrator.
accountability.
He's lost his mind. Alright. Silence again. Nice. Is there a leak? I heard that, but I just can't. I can't. Oh, there's a leak right here. But I just can't. I can't see. It's too. Alright, whatever. We'll just skip again, because he's not here anyway. I swear. It is like that.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never
Are
the
you
end,
okay?
is never the end, 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 is never the end.
Okay, he's actually lost his mind. We gotta go. We gotta go, guys. Is there even any point in checking? I'm just gonna keep... Oh, I can't. I have to wait a second. Holy, it's like raining in here. I guess that button is the button going back into place so I can press it again? That must be what that noise is. Okay. We think I can get out over there though now? Should have saved my jumps. I mean, there's nothing there though. There's nothing there. There's really nothing. Both. I kind of feel bad for the narrator. He literally had to sit here. It is the button. Okay, well. Oh, it's that thing. Surely I can do something with this. No, I can't. Alright, well, I guess we just rot away for infinity. The narrator's probably dead for sure now. Ah. It does look like the exit's coming. Buh! I don't like this one. Come on, button. Let me press you again. Yo. Thank you. Ugh. Oh, nah. Oh, nah, that's freaky. Get me out. Get me out. Oof. Okay. Okay, there's the exit. There's the exit. What the... How long was I in there? It's all gone. That's what the narrator hates, an open world. Well, surely I can still press the button, right? Nope. That's it. Oh. And we're back to the front. Interesting. Let's see if we get exciting new content again.
Gone. What could it mean?
It means
Stanley
nothing.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
It means nothing, narrator. Nothing at all. What? That's different. Maybe I just didn't click that button before, but... New content. Let's go.
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Alright, back on the elevator. Here we go again. We got some new content. Am I gonna get my jumps back? I think I'm gonna get my jumps back. It's better not take an hour to move
again. You see,
again.
Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh! The end is never the end
yes,
again.
You see? Isn't this far superior to a measly port with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions.
Testing two printers at
This is
the same
what
time.
fans have truly been asking for.
I like how there's like a 2 of a lot of things. It's pretty cool. Why is there not time to wake up? That's cool. Investor Showcase, Stanley Parable 2.
The Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe?
Taste the
what does it even
sequel.
mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Yeah, narrator, you're cooking with this idea, honestly. Stanley Parable 2. New mug. Time to wake up. What does this one say? What's so funny? No jumps remaining, player tiers. Wow. That feels like a direct attack. Alright, buddy. No need for all that. Never underestimate coffee enjoyer who left their cup by the leather sofa that... That's pretty funny. Is the room blurry? Oh, yeah. Twos everywhere. New content is out. New content part 2 is in. Old plus busted. Okay, so there is a reference that the narrator knows about this old and other new content thing. Boring sections of the chart. Cool red section. That's a good one. Don't talk to me before I've had a sequel. New mug, new mug. I like the mug. More TSP, better TSP. Synergy, brick and mortar approach. I don't know what to say. Too many big words for my brain. Stanley Parable 2. Alright, alright.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical.
Design pitch design. Eyes, ears, nostrils, 2 arms, 2 legs. Who took the red marker? Me. That's actually, that's hilarious. If you think about it, it's just all the narrator. What's that say? No, there's no hole. Peace sign. You are the sequel. Valued investors. I'm not an investor though, so why am I going this? Holy. New features. I gotta go up here. Ooh, a boss. That's pretty cool. This is sick. It's like a red carpet for me.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Ooh. I want to do this. Hear your name in the game.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
It's gonna get this wrong.
Jim. Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim.
All right, I'm Jim.
Really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
All right, my name's Jim, guys.
I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim. Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory. If you don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name. Okay, we're doing it again, and this time let me finish first. Now, allow yourself to become Jim. Jim. All right, fine, whatever. It's just a meaningless button that says Jim. Are you happy now? Get out of here. I'm done with this button. Why don't you go humiliate me in front of a different feature that I worked very hard on?
I will do so. But it was pretty funny to me, so you get bonus points for that. All right,
maybe I'll only let people named Jim play the Stanley Parable 2. They would appreciate
Jim
what I've
in the
created
game.
Here.
Yo, wait, he changed it. The button that says Jim. That's pretty funny. Infinite hole. I want to do... Where's the jump circle? Exit, collectibles. Free new trophy. Get it here. Where? Here? Where's the trophy? Let's go.
Now, here's something special.
Oh,
you remember
creepy.
that broken test trophy that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the trophy. Yes, you see, okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the trophy is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but but I guarantee it will be fixed in the
Come
sequel
on.
to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Come on, give me my trophy. Boo! I think the sign changes up here. Free trophy.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
The jump circle.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back.
I don't have any jumps.
2 as well. It's a... Oh wait, you already spent all your jumps the first time
Yes.
we saw the jump circle. Oh well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative.
Oh, come
piece,
on.
then.
You could have given me more jumps. That's baloney. Whatever. Infinite hole. Where is it? Is it here? No, it's gotta be back here. Infinite hole seems like just a terrible idea. I'm gonna jump right into it. I don't care. I'm gonna jump right into the infinite hole.
Stanley,
Yeah.
here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium. You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
No. I know there's a bottom here. You're just lying.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the
Holy.
teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Oh, why you want me to do it, huh? Because this is an infinite hole? I mean, it's a pretty big hole, not gonna lie.
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Woo! Back in it.
Okay, and I guess we're back in the hole now. Did
Let's
you really
go.
need to see it again? I don't
Holy, we
know
have
what else there
14
is to say,
viewers?
Stanley. It's an infinite hole.
Holy
It's
crap,
exactly
welcome in,
what
guys.
You're doing right now, but forever. There really are so many other fascinating exhibits that I prepared for you. I really spent quite a lot of time on all this, and I would very much like to show you some more of them.
Come on, let's
How
get to
about
the
we
bottom.
Go ahead and press that teleport button again, so we can get back to what's really important about...
Ow.
Oh, goodness. Well, this is rather embarrassing, Stanley. I'll be honest with you. I truly did not believe that anyone would actually stay in the hole long enough to hit the bottom. Yes, I know. I told you the hole was infinite, but
I
come
just
on.
see cigarettes in
Who
here.
actually wants to fall forever? The hole was plenty deep. It was more than deep enough, in my opinion. Maybe it's you who likes falling too much. Maybe you're
Yeah,
the
you're right.
problem.
You're right. I'm the problem. My bad. My
Look,
bad.
Things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't
I
mean.
agree. We do need to go
Why don't we
again.
just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite?
Deal.
If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button
Woo!
to walk up to
Back
the...
in
Oh,
it.
for heaven... You see? I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much.
I like holes too much.
A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of...
Donk.
Oh. Did
Yeah,
the
wait,
hole
what the
seem
heck?
even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean,
That
admittedly,
was shorter.
I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the
We're doing it
teleport
again.
button and come
We're doing
join
it
me
again.
up above. Had
We're
enough?
doing it again, guys.
I'm positively
Woo!
thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where...
What the?
Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite.
Yes, narrator, it is.
I
What is
suspect that
happening?
I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for
Guys, you see
accountability
this?
and marketing.
Just the
What's
two
going
of us.
on here?
I
Stanley,
wasn't there before,
I
I
have no
don't think. Maybe I
explanation
just
for the
missed it.
uncertain nature of the hole's length.
That's cool.
Here, let's try something.
It's a
Let's
song
walk back up to the
reference,
top,
guys.
and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
I agree.
Well,
Let's
there
do
it
this
is.
again. What
the shame
the?
of my lie has come to haunt me. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh,
I
who am
can't get
to
out.
judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on. Is the teleport button not working?
It's not working.
Sure?
Come on.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again.
I'm
Still
trying.
nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this.
Give me a ladder.
I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley.
What?
You
What?
couldn't bear to be away from the hole.
What?
And now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's
Nah,
a
you come
win
back
for
here.
Everyone. You get to
Get
be with
back
the hole.
here right
I get
now.
To do
That is
literally
crazy.
anything else. Take
What?
care, Stanley. I
You
hope
can't
and
leave.
the hole have a wonderful rest of
He's leaving. What the? Get back here. What the? Oh, nah. I know, it is a pretty small hole, and he just left me. I'm literally stuck in here. Oh, narrator. What? He's missing out on this now. I know, I could have just jumped out if I kept him. Every pause button is a Roman numeral, too. It's so true. Well. We've been saved by the hole, guys. We've been saved by the hole. Oh, change your perspective. What the heck? No thanks. I know. What? Change your reality. Oh, that's awesome. What the heck? That's scary. Change yourself. What the? Wait, what are we? This one's good. What the heck?
Stanley!
What the?
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it.
I know, that's what it
You
feels
don't
like.
want to miss a single moment. So
Let me out of here
how
now.
about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up?
How
to
about
keep
you just
really, truly
let me
focused
out
on
of
the
here?
hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley.
Oh
I'll
my
be
lord,
back.
just let me out.
Toodle-pip.
Is it just gonna start going back down again, or is, can I get a ladder? Oh lord, here we go again. Oh, there we go. We got something different. Yeah, I know, we need that skip button. Let's go! Infinite hole completed.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
So, I think size doesn't matter. It's a good one. I need some reassurance after that. Let's go to the reassurance bucket. I need some reassurance after
that. A common
that.
complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart.
There's no bucket, narrator. What are you talking about?
As long as you hold onto the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Finally, I want this reassurance bucket. Let's go.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body.
I'm taking this bucket.
And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the more attractive as a person. The
makes us more attractive, guys.
On and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley
I don't know what that laugh was. Oh, let's go. I get to keep the bucket, guys. We're more attractive now.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game?
You should.
That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Let's go. Alright, what else we got to do, guys? We did the gym button. We did the infinite hole. We did reassurance bucket. What else do we got to do? Taste the sequence. We gotta go this way. Exit. I think we did everything. Jump, circle this map, free trophy, loot. Collectibles. A9. Collect them all.
Ah, collectibles. No, it's a
this is kind of scary.
Game. In the Stanley Parable,
no, I'm sorry, I need this bucket.
You'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Oh, these are kind of... Oh... This is kind of creepy, though. Give me that Stanley figurine. Let's go. That's actually pretty cool. Let's go, guys. We got the Stanley fig. I ain't going back in there, though.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
I disagree. Alright. Well, still can't exit. Oh, yes, I can. It's time to exit. I want to do something else with this bucket. Let's go. I've had enough of the Stanley Parable, too.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to?
Yep.
Ready to move on now?
Yep. I'm keeping the bucket, though. Makes me more attractive, like you said. Be honest, guys. Am I more attractive since I've been holding the bucket? What the hell?
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
Go ahead.
Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Whoa! Yo, let me get the jumps, though.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this.
Let's see his arrangement.
Version 2.
That's even worse. What?
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything.
I know.
I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen.
Oh, yeah. Lay it on me. What's that title screen?
With bold and uncompromising conviction, this is the Stanley Parable 2.
Here comes Stanley Parable 2.
Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
What? Oh, nice. I know my face cam's blocking it, but... This looks scary, though. We're gonna play it. We're gonna play it.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
No, where...
Stanley worked for a...
Okay. This isn't what I saw. False advertising. Alright, maybe we got...
All his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
We lost the
Stanley
bucket, guys.
To go to the meeting room.
All of a sudden I'm unattractive. Where's newer content? Let's go. I want newer content.
Stanley felt the bucket calling to him, begging him to pick it up. Why was he not doing it?
What bucket? The bucket!
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Yes. Let's go. I'd always turn off that computer and I was good. What the? We got the bucket, guys. We are suddenly more
Stanley
attractive.
pressed the bucket upon every little thing in the office.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing responded to the bucket's touch, but it did little to discourage Stanley's belief in the magic of the bucket.
This bucket is 100%.
Stanley took the bucket with him into this little hallway and closed the doors. This was their hideout. No one would ever find them.
Okay,
here.
okay, we're not
Of
getting,
course,
we're
no
not
one
doing
would
this
ever
with the
find
bucket.
them anyway because everyone was missing. But Stanley chose to ignore this fact and instead focus on how cool the hideout was. Just him and the bucket, two renegade heroes against the world, inside their secret, undetectable hideout, here, next to room 4-1. Ah, no, apparently not.
All right, bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door.
No! Bucket calling me to the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket
We have to
calling
make
to
a new
him,
hideout,
telling
guys.
him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Come on, bucket. Open one of these doors. All right.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly
we're outta
was.
here.
No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Is this the supply closet? I think I need to go.
And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
No, bucket says we're going down. Down we go, Bucket. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, good Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually.
What the heck? This is odd. I would rather go back up. Oh no.
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley.
Is this a pencil?
We've come
sharpener?
together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content.
You said I'm more attractive with the bucket, so I'm going to
characters
keep
from
the
the
bucket.
first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite
How are you
jokes,
alive?
not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it.
New hideout, guys.
Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
Ooh. The door is open.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Alright. Stop it. Narrator, stop. Cut that out. I need this music to stop. Just run. Make the music stop, please.
Now this is what the
Finally.
Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
What?
It's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
No. I will never give up the bucket. It is my makes me more attractive bucket. So that would not be possible, narrator. Woo! Woo! Holy, where are we going? Oh, come on, narrator. You gotta be like that. You're not getting this. You can pry this bucket from my
Don't you get
cold,
it, Stanley?
dead
We need
hands.
to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer. I think it'll make a wonderful
no
new
way.
addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already
This is
feels as
funny.
though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree? Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
We need the bucket, guys. No, it makes us more attractive, like the narrator said.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you
What if
give it
I
the
just go
bucket.
into it?
I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is
We're gonna
its
see
singular
what the bucket
personality
destroyer
trait.
does if it doesn't
So I
get
can
fed a
hear you
bucket.
saying, how does a character with only one personality
Maybe I
trait
should give
deserve
it
to
the
join the
bucket.
pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you
Lord.
see, if you were to really explore
I
the
tried,
Bucket
it doesn't
Destroyer,
work.
you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say
Holy.
that about? The Broom Closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very
I
upset
gotta hurry
now.
up and
You'll
feed
have to
it.
hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do
No,
it, the fans,
sorry, fans.
Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
There's no way. Oh my. Guys, it's the Bucket Destroyer.
The Bucket Destroyer. My prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you.
That's
Tell
crazy.
such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.